What does a police officer do?
Students in 2 Bishop, California preschools received a special visitor on a bright September morning. Officer Adam Otten of the California Highway Patrol stopped by the classrooms to talk about an important part of growing up, learning how to cross the street.
Us as CHP here in Bishop, we do offer to any of the schools, any of the public schools and private schools, if they are ever interested in having any of our officers come out, we can teach the kids some of the safe practices on how to cross the street safely.
It's important for everyone, both young and old, to know the steps you need to take before you cross the street. But here in Bishop and in many towns throughout the eastern Sierra Nevada, it's especially important because here, Main Street isn't just some road off the side of the highway. The highway is Main Street.
Time and time again, I've seen so many people that just step off and right in front of traffic and think that they have the right of way when they actually don't.
For the thousands of people who visit the area each month, having a 4-lane highway right in the middle of town may not be something they're used to, but remembering those steps we all learned as kids will help keep them safe. First, always cross at crosswalks.
If there's no crosswalk available, see if you can cross at the corner of any of the intersection. It's about the safest place to do it.
Before you cross, look both ways and listen for oncoming traffic. If it's clear, walk, don't run across the street. When traffic is busy, make eye contact with the driver in the lane closest to you. Once they've stopped, wait for other cars to follow suit before leaving the sidewalk. If traffic refuses to yield, you can hold out an arm to more clearly signal your intent, or play it safe and wait for a better opening. Finally, if you're crossing at night, make sure you're wearing a bright article of clothing. Of course, pedestrians are only half the equation in creating a safe environment for people to cross the street. The other half are the motorists driving through our local communities.
A lot of the people that are traveling up and down on 395, we ask them just be cognizant of when you're traveling through some of these smaller towns to slow down, obey the speed limits, and be looking left and right to be watching for anyone that's trying to cross the street.
Drivers also need to be aware of the actions of other cars on the road. If you see a vehicle stopping at a crosswalk, you should stop as well, as it likely indicates someone is attempting to cross. Caltrans knows it too plays a large role in keeping pedestrians safe on our roads, and it's a responsibility we take seriously. Starting in 2020, construction is scheduled to begin on a pedestrian safety project that will improve crosswalks at 4 intersections in the eastern Sierra Nevada. Planning for this project started in 2015, and when it's complete, these crosswalks will feature new safety mechanisms like the ones already installed in the town of Mammoth Lakes and Bishop. The project will also replace speed limit signs in the town of Big Pine with speed feedback signs, letting drivers know if they're going too fast.
A lot of traffic from LA, sometimes from the Bay Area, come up, and they're not used to some of these smaller communities. And because of it, we end up having to do more enforcement on these violators that fail to stop for pedestrians.
The California Highway Patrol is doing more than just increasing enforcement. In Big Pine, CHP senior volunteer Kathleen Carmichael is doing her part to help students cross 395 safely to get to school in the morning. Wearing a bright yellow vest and carrying a large stop sign, she's another visual cue that drivers coming into town need to slow down. Yet, in the 15 minutes Caltrans was on the scene filming Miss Carmichael, 2 drivers were pulled over by a CHP officer stationed just a few blocks away for speeding through a school zone. For Caltrans and the CHP, promoting safety in the towns that line Highway 395 isn't something we do just because it's our job. We do it because these towns are our towns, the communities we live in every single day. And like any good neighbor, we want to make sure the people in our towns are safe. That's why before you cross the street, please look both ways and listen for oncoming cars before you step off the sidewalk. And whether you're a local or one of the thousands who drive through our area every single day, please slow down when you're in town. For Caltrans District 9, I'm Chris Andreessen.